Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Sully. From the looks of all the previews and promotional materials, Tom Hanks and Clint Eastwood are gunning for Oscars. But does Sully provide them with the film that will get them the nominations they're looking for? Well, I was really looking forward to seeing this film, and I have to say the end product was a good, solid movie, but I was looking for great. So I left a little bit disappointed, but overall, a good film. So let's start with what the film does really well. So the screening was in IMAX, and it looks wonderful in IMAX. You can tell that they were shot on IMAX. The big spectacle of it all just looked fantastic on the big screen. I thought Tom Hanks gave a good, solid performance. Nothing too flashy, but this wasn't really a flashy role. And I think he played the understated nature of Sully very well. I thought Aaron Eckhart was also very good, and Laura Linney was fine. She wasn't good, she wasn't bad, she was fine. I also really enjoyed the structure of the film. It wasn't just a linear structure, and I think overall it worked. Even though we knew where we were going to end up at the end of the story, every single time we were inside of that plane, it was thrilling. It was just an exciting ride. You were enthralled, and I think that's a great testament to Clint Eastwood and the filmmakers because, again, you know exactly where the story is headed, yet I was consistently just gripped into the story that was unfolding before my eyes. And I also think that's really important because this did happen within the past 10 years. So most all of us that would go to see this film were alive during the events of the miracle on the Hudson. So it's important to keep it interesting. It's important to keep us all excited throughout. So, I mean, that's a really good job. There's little you can say about a movie that is more complimentary than it kept you entertained, it kept you interested, and it kept you enthralled. However, that nonlinear structure also created for the film's biggest problems. For one, they added in these flashback sequences that weren't needed, that kind of just confused what was being said. We really dug into Sully's past exactly twice in this film, and I think we could have not even gone there. It went back too far. There was no real purpose to going back to those events. They didn't shed new light on Sully in any sort of way, and ultimately they just kind of distracted. You were thrown back into that and you're like, whoa, what am I watching? What's going on now? I don't really understand. Also, the flashbacks start to become just a tad repetitive. We're in the same scenario, in the exact same scene, at least 3 or 4 times throughout the movie. And some of the times when we revisit, we're given expanded knowledge. We're given more information. But a couple of the times, we just kind of revisit where we were without anything expanded. Retreading old moments and flashbacks, that's fine when we are unfolding new layers to this amazing story. But when you're not really giving us anything new, there's no need to really hammer away at scenes that don't have a deep message or point that they're trying to convey. But I think the film's biggest problem is the vilification of the board, the National Transportation Board. I guess Clint Eastwood thought we had to have a real true mustache-twirling villain in the film in order for audiences to be interested. So instead of kind of just showing the procedures and the case that took place afterward as just, you know, some sort of investigation of the crash, it made it seem really like, we're coming after you. We want to find everything we can wrong with what you did here. And I went back, I kind of did a little bit of research, I looked into the case a little bit, and that doesn't seem to really be the case. So I'm wondering if Clint Eastwood really pushed the drama more than he needed to, because when you watch the film, it really feels like that board is gunning for Sully. They want to take him down. And it seems very biased against Sully the entire way. And I don't know if that's necessarily fair to the board to make them seem like they were not only not biased, but against, you know, our national hero or whatever. So I wish we would have went through the case but made it more even-keeled and not made them look like such mwahaha villains. Clint Eastwood embellished in on, Sully's imagination with some very unnecessary scenes. I don't really understand their merit, maybe to a point on the psychological damage that it's done to someone when they go through this. But, I mean, right off the bat, we're given a scene that we're like, we know 100% this is not the case. We remember the case. This opening scene, what are we even doing here? We already know what happened. And I think that's where Clint Eastwood kind of went astray a little bit. Is he would embellish with these crazy scenes, but you're telling a true story. We know this isn't the case, so... But overall, I do think Sully was a good, solid film. I think it's going to give you what you want. If you like true stories, if you followed the Hudson events, I think you are going to really enjoy the film. It is a big visual spectacle, and it looks gorgeous on the big screen. So if you're interested, I definitely say give it a matinee. I don't think it's quite full ticket price worthy. So go see it on a Saturday or Sunday, early morning or afternoon. So, that has been my review of Sully. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Sully? And what is your favorite airplane-themed movie? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!